This nighttime mantra that I'm about to share with you is one of the most powerful tools that you can use to manifest what you want. And when you start using this, you can expect results almost immediately. And I'm being serious when I say that when I started using this, I was shocked at how certain situations fell into place in ways that I could have never even imagined. And I am so excited to share this with you so you can try it out for yourself. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, law of attraction, meditations, and more, where I share the tools that you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell notification so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. What I share in my channel is gold. And really quickly, before we get into this video, be sure to go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button right down below if you are trying this out for yourself tonight. I love being able to see who's using this. So the way this mantra works is actually by stimulating a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. And this system is located right near your brainstem. And if you've watched me before, you may have heard me talk about this in some of my other videos, but the reticular activating system will literally give you evidence of what you feed to it. So this is where that whole being positive thing comes into play. Because if you're thinking positive things over and over and over again, you'll continue to get evidence because that is what you're feeding your reticular activating system. Or if you keep thinking negative things over and over and over again, you'll continue to get evidence of that too. But it doesn't need to be that complicated. So take into account that your reticular activating system is always right there waiting for what you're going to feed it. And what you feed it, it will continue to give you evidence of. I mean, really, think of cycles in your life and notice that these are all patterns based on what you've been feeding your reticular activating system. When you really look at it, it's pretty mind-blowing. If you continue to think you're broke and you worry about money all the time, thinking thoughts like, I can't afford this, I don't have enough to do this, that's too expensive. Well, that's what you're feeding your reticular activating system. And in turn, your reticular activating system is going to be sitting there like, oh yeah, you're right. See, you are broke. See, you don't have enough money. See, that is too expensive. See, there's nothing in your bank account. See. It's literally listening to you and being like, yeah, you're right. It's there to just confirm what you're thinking, what you're feeding it. And it all comes down to your focus. And what you focus on is what you will continue to get evidence of. This is how your brain works. And this is such a powerful tool that not many people are talking about, but I'm very passionate about it. So let's get into this mantra and how it works and how to use it. Here is the mantra and what you are going to say. I know and trust that I am worthy of having what I want. It always shows up for me. It always works out for me. I allow this to be worked out for me. I know that sounds like a lot, but don't overwhelm yourself. I know and trust that I am worthy of having what I want. It always shows up for me. It always works out for me. I allow this to be worked out for me. Instead of trying to get it word for word or obsessing about memorizing it, take it sentence by sentence and actually connect with it. And here's the biggest thing. Don't overthink this. I know it's not a quick 3-word phrase or anything simple like that, but it's essentially a prayer or a mantra. And saying this with connection to feeling will give you amazing results. And I don't say that lightly. I've witnessed this firsthand time and time again. So here's the thing. You might have to say this a few times until it sticks with you, until you memorize it, until you don't have to go back and be like, what was I supposed to say? But after doing it a couple of times, it will become second nature. So whenever you need to refresh on this mantra, just come back to this video and repeat it right after me, or you can even write it down for yourself. And we're about to get to that later. There's actually a way to take this even deeper. But the one thing you need to be aware of is making sure that you allow yourself to feel it and connect to it when you're saying it. You're not just saying it to say it, you have to connect to it. Words are just words if you don't attach any feeling to them. And that's why so many people struggle when using the law of attraction. They say empty words that they're not connecting to because someone told them to. The real key and the real magic is your connection to these words. I know and trust that I am worthy of having what I want. It always shows up for me. It always works out for me. I allow this to be worked out for me. Feels nice to say that. It feels nice to give up that need for control and allow something to be worked out for you. How often in your life do you simply take your foot off the pedal and allow something to be worked out for you? It's very rare. So indulge in that feeling. And this should make you feel something. And what this is essentially doing, just so you understand why it works and how it works, is that you are actually feeding your reticular activating system something to give you evidence of. You are rewiring your brain to accept this as true. That, of course, you are worthy of having what you want. And of course, it always shows up for you. And of course, it always works out for you. And then you're ending it with a command of, I allow this to be worked out for me. So it's essentially feed, 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 command. And your brain is literally taking all of this in, working it out, and it will continue to give you evidence of what you're feeding it. It's brain science. And just like I said before, when I said that your reticular activating system is sitting there going, you're right. See, you are right. You're right. And you can actually take this mantra a bit further. That'll actually make it work even quicker. And here is exactly what you do. So you are going to take a piece of paper and write down this mantra and put it under your pillow. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. It's not weird because I've said it before, but the act of physically writing something out allows your brain to absorb it and comprehend it so much better than actually just like typing it or thinking it. Writing it out really connects to your brain. And the act of holding this mantra, repeating it, connecting to it, and then putting it under your pillow, putting it inside your pillowcase, and then sleeping on it will really, really allow it to sink deep into your subconscious mind right as you fall asleep. And because your brain has an awareness of this mantra and it being under your pillow, even if you're not consciously thinking about it, your brain knows it's right there. It'll reflect on it while you sleep. And I have to quickly add that the reason it's so important to use this mantra before you fall asleep and to feed your reticular activating system before you fall asleep is because when you sleep, your conscious mind fades into the background and your subconscious mind becomes much, much more accessible than throughout the day when you're thinking a million thoughts and your mind's so busy all the time. It's really hard to access your subconscious mind when your conscious mind is so at the forefront. And as I've talked about before, your subconscious mind is the absolute most important factor in your ability to manifest what you want. Hands down, subconscious programming will directly affect how and what you manifest. And I say ability because everybody is manifesting at all times, but what you are manifesting comes down to what you believe in your ability to have. I have so many videos up on my channel about subconscious programming, so feel free to binge on through those to really get to the core of how to get results in your manifesting. In my videos, I like to share what to do, but more importantly, why you're doing it. Because in the law of attraction world, when it comes to manifesting, so many people out there are just telling you, oh, do this, say this, write this. But are they telling you why? Because if you don't know why you're doing it, how do you know if it's actually going to work for you? You don't. So that's why I like to kind of give you the reasoning behind why this works and how it works with kind of an evidence-based explanation so that you're not just sitting there saying, am I doing this right? But really quickly, just to recap, before bed, you're going to say, I know and trust that I am worthy of having what I want. It always shows up for me. It always works out for me. I allow this to be worked out for me. And then for that extra boost, go ahead and write it, say it, put it under your pillow while you sleep. And I promise you, when you really do this work and when you really connect with this and when you use this, you will be shocked at what happens. Your brain is such a powerful tool that you have when it comes to manifesting. So use it to create the life you want. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, be sure to head on over to my Instagram at MK Magic Mindset, where I post tons of law of attraction, daily tips, tricks, resources, and more. And you can also visit my website, mkmagicmindset.com, where you can find more about my digital courses, my programs, how to work with me, and so much more. And I will see you in the next one.